Now I know why you all clicked on this video. You wanted to watch me get 4,000 watch hours in 3 days. Spoiler alert, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for you. I wasn't able to do it, but I did get 4,000 watch hours in 4 days. Let me show you the proof. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you stay until the end, I'm gonna show you how much the channel made its first week monetized on YouTube. All right, tribe, so as you can see right now, we on my man Sydney's page. We started out, I'm just gonna show you real fast, with 0 watch hours. And 3 videos later, we had over 4,000 watch hours, 72,000 views, and over 1,000 subscribers. And this is from a 4-day period. Well, I guess 4.5 if you want to be super technical about it. But yeah, so just to show you, it's 1,400 watch hours that day, 1,000 watch hours, 900 watch hours, 500 watch hours, and the first day 132 watch hours. But we started with 0 watch hours, and I explain that throughout the video. If you are new here, I am Trey, and you are watching Learn with Trey, where we learn everything there is to know about how to grow on YouTube. Now, let me give you a little bit of background about Sydney. And if you don't know who Sydney is, he's an amazing stand-up comedian. His full name is Sydney Castillo. Some of you probably remember him from the first video that I ever posted, how to get monetized in 10 days. We started him a podcast. Well, Sydney hit me up and he said, listen, I want to start a page for my stand-up in order to sell tickets so people can come see me to do shows. I said, no problem. Side note, Sydney is on tour right now. If you get a chance, go catch him when he's in your city. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. An amazing show. He's an amazing stand-up comedian. All right, now let me get back to the purpose of this video. I'm going to walk you through everything that we did to get the channel off the ground from day one, okay? From day one. Now, it's going to be a little awkward because I'm going to be flashing back to the past, to the present, to the future. Well, not the future, because technically y'all watching this is the present. You know what I mean. It don't matter. But stay with me, and I'm gonna try my best to like label the dates so that way you know exactly what day it is in the video. It makes sense? All right, now let's break down exactly what I did.
Sir, please stop doing that lame hand rub.
Bro, how was that lame?
Cause it's lame.
How was that lame?
Everybody know it's lame. It's lame.
You know what? Roll the video. Roll the video. Now, Sydney already had a channel with over 4,000 subscribers. So the first thing I did was evaluate this channel to see if it was a channel we could use or if we had to start a new channel. Now, he started this channel over 14 years ago. He had over 80 videos on the channel, but his last post was over a year ago. Now, the channel had a variety of videos. He had stand-up videos on his channel, right? But he also had vlogs and he also had sketches. So the first thing I needed to do was to see where the subscribers came from on the channel. Now, once I find out where the subscribers come from on the channel, then I can figure out the next steps to do. Now I know what you're thinking. But Trey, how do you figure out where the subscribers come from? Slow down. I'ma tell you, okay? All right, tribe, so we are on Sydney's YouTube page. We are on his studio, the YouTube studio section. You wanna click on analytics right here on the left, okay? After you click on analytics to the left, you wanna slide over here to the right and you wanna hit advanced mode, all right? Hit advanced mode. All right, so you go pull up advanced mode. You're gonna make this the custom. You can make it lifetime just to make it simple. It'll give you the lifetime of the channel, okay? And it's gonna be automatically on default views by content. And we wanna change this because we don't want it on views. We want it arranged by subscribers because we wanna know what videos have the most subscribers. So I'm gonna hit subscribers. I'm just gonna click on it. And now it's arranged subscribers by content. So now when I scroll down, it has my subscriber count in chronological order. And I'm going to look at these videos to see where the subscribers come from. And when I say where the subscribers come from, I mean what videos do the subscribers come from. As you can see, this stand-up video right here, one video gained him 1,400 subscribers, stand-up. So most of his subscribers, I would say roughly about 90% of his subscribers are coming from stand-up videos. This one has 1,400, 200, 170. All of these are stand-ups. All of these are stand-ups. These are not vlogs, not sketches, but stand-up clips. Now, I'm a big advocate of starting the channel fresh with 0 subscribers and 0 videos so we can build a channel the proper way. But because most of Sydney's subscribers come from the stand-up videos, we're just going to use this channel. I just want to show you the views on his videos because I know some of y'all watching this, but he was already getting a lot of views on his videos. No, I had it arranged in chronological order. So of course you're going to see the ones that got the most views because the ones that got the most views typically get the most subscribers. But you see single digits, that was in triple digits. So nothing really extraordinarily like large. You know what I mean? You see his videos weren't getting a lot of views like that. I went through and I put every one of Sydney's videos on private. Private? Yes, private. Now, the reason I did this is because I do not want YouTube recommending any of his old videos. Hear me out. When you're starting a channel on YouTube, you got to kind of look at it like a restaurant. And this is why I always love the restaurant analogy. Imagine I upload a fresh video to Sydney's page that on a scale of 1 to 10, the video is a 10, 10 being great. But we also have a video on this page that is a 4. So basically what happens is the customer comes in, which is the viewer. They look at the meal and the meal is a 10. After they love that meal and watch that meal, YouTube then recommends them another meal from your restaurant. But only this time the customer clicks on it and the meal is a 4. So imagine going to a restaurant and the meal was really great and you decide to try another dish, but instead of that second dish being a 10 like the first dish, that dish is a 4. Then you click on another one and that dish is a 3. Are you gonna come back to the restaurant? No, because you're gonna start to think that that was a one-hit wonder. And that's exactly how the YouTube algorithm works when it's recommending your videos. So I'm gonna put all of his videos on private. Now keep in mind, Sydney has never had this page monetized. Although he has over 4,000 subscribers, he's never reached the threshold for watch hours. He currently has almost 1,800 watch hours. When we put the videos on private, he's going to lose all of those watch hours because only public videos count towards the monetization watch hours. Now, I know this is going to hurt a lot of y'all because I know how y'all get about them watch hours. Yo, Trey, what's going on, man? You got some of them YouTube watch hours? Huh? Please, Trey, we'll do anything for them YouTube watch hours. Trey, please, baby, we feeding out here, baby. We need watch hours to get monetized. I get it. You got emotional tie to the channel. You worked hard on the channel. You worked hard on the videos. But ask yourself, how much money did these videos make me? How much money did this channel make me? If the answer is nothing, we got to remember what my grandfather always told me. Life is like a sandwich. It don't matter which way you flip it, the bread always comes first. So take that advice and do what you want to do with it. Now, do you always have to private your videos and clean the whole page? No. I've seen plenty of people get monetized and their channels blow up with all of the old videos on their page. But I am here to give you the best chances possible. Now, I don't necessarily recommend this for everybody, but majority of people I do, but not necessarily everybody. Let me go to studio because I don't want y'all thinking that this Photoshop, YouTube Studio. Right here, go down to earn. You go to earn, what we say, how many watch hours we got? We got 0 watch hours. Right now it says showing data as of January 2nd because, you know, the YouTube monetization thing lags sometimes. So that's why I'm saying January 2nd, but it's gonna catch up. When you are starting a channel on YouTube, your #1 goal should be telling YouTube who your audience is. I'm gonna say that again. When you are starting a channel on YouTube, your #1 goal should be telling YouTube who your audience is. Once you tell YouTube who your audience is, they're going to get you more views. Once you get more views, you're going to get more subscribers. Once you get more subscribers and views, you're going to get more watch hours. Once you get more watch hours, you're going to get monetized. And once you get monetized, you're going to get more money. Hello? Ma. Who is this? Ma. Oh, Ma, my mother. My mother. Ma, how you doing? You know what, Ma? I can't really understand you. I don't speak broke, okay? So what I'm going to need for you to do is watch my videos, okay? Get your views up, get your subscribers up, get monetized. And when you get some money, call me back, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Now it's time to tell YouTube who Sydney's audience is. And the #1 way to do this is through SEO. Now you have video SEO and you have channel SEO. Channel SEO are channel tags and channel descriptions. Do not get these confused, okay? Your channel has a box for its own tags and its own description. Let me show you where it's located. All right, so we are on Sydney's channel. You want to scroll down here and go to settings. And then after you go to settings, you want to go to channel. And then these are his tags. These are channel tags. These are not video tags. These are channel tags. Makes sense? But you can use these tags, of course, for videos. But I'm just showing you that these are located in another spot. A lot of people don't know about them. Now, after you do this, you want to lock up your video SEO. Video tags, the description hashtags, and you want to make sure your description is right. Also, you want to make sure you do a playlist. Remember, you are going to upload 2 videos at one time. Yes, when I say 2 videos at one time, I literally mean you are going to upload and publish 2 videos at the same exact time. Now, you don't have to do this every time you upload. You just do this when you first upload, okay? Now, this does 2 things. It helps tell YouTube who your audience is, and it shows YouTube that you can keep someone on the platform. Well, really 3 things. 3 things because it helps them find a lookalike audience of the people who watch both of the videos back to back. Publish the strongest one first. The one that you believe is the strongest one, publish it first, and then publish the next one right behind it. And as you can see, we had 0 views on January the 5th. We uploaded our 2 videos, and we ended up with almost 2,300 views. 132 watch hours, and 42 subscribers. When we first uploaded the videos, we didn't get any views. I think one video got 8 views and another one probably got 20 views. And I'm really sad because I accidentally deleted the video footage from when I first uploaded both of the videos. So I can't actually show you like how slow the buildup was with those videos. But the channel took off when I did this one trick. But before I tell you what the trick is, I just want you to listen to Sydney tell you about the views so that way you don't take my word for it. You can take his word for it, okay? I need to get you on here real quick. Hey, look. Hold on.
Absolutely not.
No, listen, man. Listen. No, listen. Bro, listen. Come back to...
What's up, bro?
Hey, first of all, hey, man, put a shirt on when I call, man. That's first and foremost.
Hey, man, this is how I create.
Listen, I need you to tell the people, remember when we started your stand-up channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we started your stand-up channel. How many subscribers? You remember how many views you had them first like 6 hours on them 2 videos when you called?
No, I was freaking out. I was like, man, this ain't the go. This ain't the thing. I had like maybe 30 views. I said, maybe they're not with me.
Sidney called me. He thought his channel was gonna pop off like the first 6 hours. He was like, hey, yo, this is humbling. He said, this is humbling. I got 21 views. This is humbling, man.
I'm about to grind. I was like, dog, I like this bit. This bit did well in the club, dog. 27 in the world, 27 people saw it. I was like, that's great.
Cause I don't want them thinking, look, I'm telling my tribe, man, I'm letting them know that, hey, sometimes when you post, but remember when we did the boom, boom, bop, and it took off. Yeah, man. All right, man, that's all I wanted, man. Got my phone. Now, the trick that we use to get his page to take off is called the springboard trick. Well, it's not called that, but that's what I named it. You know what I mean? I think I coined it.
He lying, y'all. He lying. He
All right,
lying.
man, chill.
Nah, he lying. Stop lying, bruh. He lying.
So basically what I did was I used Sydney's podcast page to springboard his stand-up page. Now I know he has a lot of fans on his podcast that love his stand-up. So I took a picture of the thumbnail and I posted it in the community section / post section of Sydney's podcast page. But when you're doing this and you're sharing the video on the community / post section of a YouTube page, you don't want to share the video. You want to take a picture of the thumbnail and post a picture of the thumbnail, right? And the reason why you do a picture of the thumbnail because pictures show up better than videos in the YouTube algorithm on the community post page. But when you make this picture, you want to have it 1 by 1. I'm going to say this again, okay? When you make this picture post, you want to have the image 1 by 1. Frame aspect ratio. And that basically means the image is a square, not a rectangle, but a square. Because if it's a rectangle, YouTube is going to automatically punch in and make it a square and nobody will be able to see the picture. And if no one can see the picture, they're not going to click on it to actually see what it looks like as a whole. Does that make sense? You want to post a sentence for the caption and the link right under it. Do not have a lengthy caption because then the viewer is going to have to click read more. And you don't want them to click read more because they're not going to do it. Okay, let me give y'all an example of what you don't want to do, okay? This is a YouTube post. You see, I can't see it because it's not 1 by 1. If I gotta have to click on it. Nobody's gonna click on it to see your picture, okay? In order to see the link, because I assume they probably link some over, I gotta hit read more. That's what you don't want. You see, I gotta go to read more to get the link. You want it 1 by 1, and you want that link on the second line. Do you hear me? This is not about getting 1,000 views off the post. This is about getting the correct 10 views. You're just trying to light a match. One match can burn the building down. You don't need 1 million views or 10,000 views. All we need is 10 of the correct views. Just one small match. All right, tribe. So we are under the post section of Sydney's My Cup is Full podcast page. As you can see, this is a square image. It's his thumbnail with 2 black borders that make it a square 1x1 image. You see the caption, 2 lines, caption at the top, link at the bottom. You don't have to click read more to see the link. This is how it's supposed to be done. And after doing the springboard trick, Sydney's page took off like wildfire. It is January the 8th. Swipe that up. Excuse my phone for being dirty. I was working on my car earlier today. You remember where we was at yesterday? We are now 1.7K watch hours. And yeah, look at them subscribers. Subscribers went up too. And just to show you, let me hit the date. Hold on. Boom, that's January the 6th. That was yesterday. Well, not that one yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. That was yesterday. That's how much we made yesterday. Well, that's not how much we made yesterday. That's how many watch hours we got yesterday. And the goal is to get 4,000 watch hours. And you see where we at. I just want to show y'all. I'll come back tomorrow and let y'all know where he's at. And you see how many watch hours he was getting before. Posting the same style content, but he wasn't posting right. But yeah, now he posting right. So on the 3rd day, we uploaded one more stand-up video, and this locked in and told YouTube exactly who his audience is. Now YouTube knows to only show his videos to people who love stand-up. All right, today is January the 9th. Boom. Get up out of here. Go to YouTube Studio. As you can see, we on the Sydney's page. He already went up almost 1,000 subscribers. You see the watch hours. Y'all see what time it is. We went down on watch hours just a little bit yesterday, but we are on pace to be monetized in 72 hours. That's the goal I gave, 72 hours. It looks like it's gonna be possible. The videos are doing great. He's got great views on the first 3 videos. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we can get to 1,300, the extra 1,300 hours, and we'll be okay. All right, tribe. So unfortunately, on the 3rd day, I wasn't able to get the watch hours to 4,000. But I think it was a good try. Not mad at it, but in the inside, yeah. You know what? That wasn't dramatic enough. Do me a favor. Can you cue the music? All right, tribe. So unfortunately, on the 3rd day, I wasn't able to get all the watch hours. Really tried our best. Maybe next time we could meet the goals, and I could be a better YouTube guru for you guys and for the students and the friends who come to me for advice. Yeah, I try my best. All right. Look, man. You know what? I'm gonna show you. Let me show you the 3rd day because I showed you all the results. Let me show you the last day too. All right, people. So we're back at it. Today is January 10th. We're at 3.7 thousand watch hours for the week. Go down here. I'm gonna click on our watch hours because that's what we need. I'm gonna hit 7 days. I'm gonna show y'all where we at. So yesterday we got 946 watch hours. But tomorrow when I wake up, I know it's going to be well over the 4,000 watch hour threshold. I just want to show y'all this in real time because a lot of creators get on YouTube, they get on the internet, and they tell you what to do and what not to do. And they really can't, take the eyelash, that piece of hair off here. They really can't show you in real time what to do. You know what I mean? That's the difference. It's always good seeing something in real time because it allows you to know that it's real and that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. You don't know if it's possible or not because, you know, they showing you it's possible, but you seeing it in real time is completely different. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I did this is because I wanted to show y'all me help monetizing the page and helping somebody monetize the page in real time and not just me popping up and saying, hey, you got monetized and just showing y'all all the success stories. And as promised, let me show you how much money the channel made its first week being monetized on YouTube. Okay, so the first week of us being monetized on YouTube, we made almost $800. And just let me show you. We start out at January the 17th because, you know, it takes YouTube a minute to process your application once you get monetized. And the highest day of that week was almost $200. And keep in mind, let me show you something, all right? You see the date on this? This is the lifetime of his channel. We were able to make $200 in a day with only 9,000 subscribers. And that's because the channel was properly built, okay? You do not need a million subscribers to make a lot of money. You don't need hundreds of thousands of subscribers to make a lot of money. You can make $200 in a day with 9,000 subscribers. You just have to build the channel correctly, all right? All right, tribe, as always, thanks for watching the video. I am Learn with Trey. May God bless you on this YouTube journey, and I'll see you next time.